These are the federal charges against bar pilot John Cota, saying he's to blame for crashing the massive container ship Costco Busan into the Bay Bridge and spilling 58,000 gallons of oil into the bay. After a 4-month investigation, federal authorities have charged Cota with negligence in 2 misdemeanor counts that could carry more than $100,000 in fines and up to 1.5 years in prison. The U.S. Attorney's Office claims that John Cota made his first mistake right here while the ship was still in port. They claim that he never really went over the ship's navigational equipment with the crew and that he didn't review the charts of the route that he planned to take to get the ship out of the bay. They also say that he left port even though it was foggy out and very difficult to see. Now, once the ship was out here in the water, they say that Cota made more mistakes. They say he was going too fast for the foggy conditions. And they also say he never used GPS or looked for landmarks to figure out exactly where in the bay he was. But it was right over here on his final approach to the bridge that the U.S. Attorney's Office says Cota made his last mistake. Now look at this. He was basically going parallel to the bridge when he should have been trying to go underneath it. And they say that's because he never used radar to figure out where in relation to the bridge he was. That's why they say he ended up having to make this sharp right turn and wound up striking the bridge tower, ripping open the ship's hull and spilling oil into the bay. And that's the reason prosecutors say Cota's the one at fault for spilling the oil in the first place. And they've also piled on a second charge, blaming him for the deaths of about 2,000 birds, including endangered species like the brown pelican. In San Francisco, Jonathan Bloom, KRON 4 News.